Bom dia, tudo bem? Hoje é quarta-feira, 2 de outubro, and just once again, a few little sprinkles in the morning just to keep things interesting. Looking north towards Sergipe Oceano and Bessa, it's definitely raining up near there and towards Cabo Branco. So, and I got caught in this, last year. One thing I learned is not to go on walks too early, because you really can't tell which way the rain's coming. It usually doesn't last long, and this probably won't either. But again, statistically, it really shouldn't rain much, and it doesn't. But you get these little brief sprinkles or whatever. Not a big deal. The runners started about 5 this morning. I don't know what time they start closing traffic, but having traffic closed off is just really nice. I wish they would make that a permanent thing.
Hey, there goes Luke again. Boy, when that breeze, when the wind stops, which is almost still, it is like walking into a furnace. It's an oven. It is like an oven within a furnace. You can see where the spotty rain is. There is some offshore rain. I checked the radar, but it's mainly drifting northwest of here, which is generally the direction the prevailing winds are northwest. They're kind of moving off to Cabo Branco or whatever, but yeah, when the wind stops, when it's unusual that it does stop, it is just hot as hell. Well, as usual, it turned into a beautiful day. Rain has stopped. Looks like it's gonna stay away. Oh, I should stop here and get some cash. That's a good idea. I love these giant figs. It's crazy they get that big. Plumerias, bougainvilleas. I'm gonna see what I can hit now. The rain is finally cleared. I was English and Spanish school. Huh, very cool. It's one of the public square parks here. There's a couple of Airbnb units just overlooking it. I considered staying in one of these buildings, but decided it was just too far from the beach. There, we didn't see much at Mag Shopping. I was definitely disappointed in Mag Shopping last night. Just little variety of stores, no electronic stores. Yeah, just very disappointing. However, Manaíra shopping, I was impressed with the variety. However, it was very difficult to find my way around. I was confused with the layout of Manaíra shopping. Apparently it's the largest mall in Paraíso, but I didn't know where I was. I felt lost. Not that it was too big, it just was not organized very well. So either way, that was the better of the two malls. Don't feel like we need to go back. But I do like this neighborhood, just not as touristy. Although you still see Luque. Luque is everywhere. All right, that's it. This is something you don't see a lot of, just big open pits like this. But I don't know, maybe there's some progress being made. You don't see this. You don't see a lot of unused, dilapidated development like that. Pretty unusual to see that. Oh, there it is right up ahead. This looks like it was newly asphalted. There's not even any lines in the road, which really lines don't matter. Brazilians just make up their own rules how they drive. Lines are optional. I've also learned to kind of stay off of the roads between 6:30 and 9:30 a.m. There's just way too much traffic. I think that's their rush hour. Also between 4:30 and 7-ish. I try not to be on the road or in an Uber because it just gets to be gridlocked. It's too much. The biggest hazard is just crossing the street. That's the destination. Looks like from here most of the stalls are open. I'm not seeing any closed ones, which is good. Again, you can't go when they open. Even for as good, I went to a padaria this morning. I went to a nice bakery, delicious pão de queijo. They opened at 6 a.m. I got there at 7 a.m. They were not ready to open. They didn't have anything ready. Oh, we got this. So, beware of that. Just because they say they're open doesn't mean that they're going to be. Well, it's always a good feeling when I can find a bunch of really cool stuff very quickly. That's where I walked in from. It's quicker to walk through kind of the city, the urbanized area, than it is to walk all the way around the beach. Definitely saved some steps. We're gonna make a final pass up here and then downstairs, and we're gonna head back because I've got to get a couple jerseys, and that may be a mall item thing, or it could be that outdoor Fiera Libre thing on the way back. We'll see. I don't know that I'm going to find many soccer jerseys here, and that's okay. Looks like most of these shops, a lot of them anyway, are closed, which is too bad. I want to wait down one more floor and head back. All right, let's see. All right, just made a quick dive in there. We're going to head to the Artist Market, which is right around the corner. I don't think I'm going to see really a ton of jerseys there, but I'm so close, I'm going to take a look, see what they have.
Mostrar trabalho, né? Se não mostrar trabalho, tira, né? Onde sofá, né?
Now, hopefully they can get Fantasma Hotel straightened out. This is an iconic landmark, and it really, this is the biggest eyesore, the biggest point of sadness for the city, that this hotel has been let to expire. Now, one more whiz through here, we're just about done. I was really surprised at the selection inside of here. Every time I've gone into this place up until today, it's been kind of underwhelming, but there was quite a few variety. I mean, there's still a few empty shops and things. I love the artwork on this tourist information center. It really highlights all the important parts of the city and what makes this place so special. All right, we're gonna head back to the hotel, and then I think, oh, I don't like clowns. I'm gonna head back to the hotel and head down to Cabo Branco. Just strolling along, just got by like kind of the border of Tambaú and Manaíra, and there are a lot of very small posadas on the southern end of this neighborhood, Manaíra. Of course, this is a giant hotel, or sorry, residence in front of me, which really kind of acts like a hotel. But yeah, lots of posadas along this southern end, but really the tourist crowd really clears out, you see. I make a lot better time up here on the walk. Now that it's midday, there's no walkers, so this really is a nice time to go walking. Beach would be good. I'll probably cut over just in front of the Hotel Fantasma, the ghost hotel. These guys in the bakeries have an early start. Oh, there's a couple people out there. On the way back, I'm probably going to have to take the sidewalk because this will all be inundated with water. You know, a lot of the glass is broken. You see some of it's been boarded up, but man, that's just corroded metal and concrete. And you still see the security cameras, which I'm sure are not working. But yeah, the once great hotel is just a ruined shell. All right. Seja bem-vindo, Praia de Tambaú. Oh yeah, they're all queued up. Looks like they're all coming back from the tour. Just like a herd of cattle. They're all coming back now.
Bom dia, tudo bem? Hoje é quinta-feira, 3 de outubro, and once again the day kind of starts out really threatening and ominous. Clearly it's raining out there. There is some rain showing up on radar also. Usually by now there's a bunch of walkers. Even some of the walkers have held off. It did rain a bit last night. I see some puddles. It's just really funny because like this is irrelevant. Like because like the rest of the day is going to be beautiful.
All right, getting a little bit earlier start today. Got Roberto's homework finished up, so he's good for the rest of the week. I've got today and tomorrow, our last 2 full days here before we leave Saturday. Got a little bit of clouds building up over here, but otherwise nice sunny day. We're about at low tide, I think, now, which means I can get sneak by Hotel Tambaú, and we'll settle up with Neto again. Green umbrellas. He's a great guy, just a real personable, friendly guy. The boats are making it out. There's already a few out at Picazinho right now, not too far off shore. Yesterday was pretty tranquil day. We'll see what today brings.
Bom dia, tudo bem? Hoje é sexta-feira, 4 de outubro. And right on schedule, here comes a little bit of rain this morning with a beautiful sunrise in the background. Sunrise was about 15-20 minutes ago, and I just got back from throwing trash away and going to the market. I'm gonna call the stops on the time-lapse. Camera's waterproof, but my battery pack is not. Yeah, it's just, these mornings are kind of crazy. Anyway, last full day here. We'll go back with commentary with the DJI. All right, later. All right, so I just went down to the lavanderia, the laundromat, because the website said they were open, and guess what? They're not. So it's just like the little things like that I take for granted, like operating hours. Just, don't trust it. Don't trust it. Also notice too, there's some like swimmers way out there. There's a buoy out there that there's some people swimming. The buoys must be for swimmers maybe, but there's some hardcore swimmers out there. Tide's kind of on the higher end.
All right, back to the beach. Last day at Cabo Branco Beach. I thought I would take the sidewalk today because I just make a lot better time. Beach walk is beautiful, of course, but just make better time here. Not sure why they built the basketball court. I've never seen anyone actually playing basketball. I've only seen soccer and foot volley there, but Seja bem-vindo, Cabo Branco novamente. Looks busy on this end of town, that's for sure. Let's see what Neto's got going on. They had some volleyball competition, it's not a concert. it's my last night. I leave tomorrow. I'm going to head to the airport about 11 a.m. for my 1:25 flight on LATAM, which happens to be my favorite airline in Brazil. I love LATAM. But yeah, but again, that's just like, I'd rather not fly and still be here. Anyway, it does come to an end. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone back home. That'll be nice. I'll miss everyone I met here. Neto, Gustavo, of course Calvin. Traffic starting to pile up. Anyway, yeah, it's always tough saying goodbye, and this time is no different. Question is, what's up for next year? I'm already thinking I'm kind of wanting to spend some time up in Cabo Delgado, kind of around the Praia de Jacaré area, but like on the Atlantic side. So I want to spend a few days in Cabo Delgado. I definitely want to spend more time in Lucerna, no doubt about that. Otherwise, I like Manaíra. I really like this neighborhood, and I definitely will come back again. But we'll check back next time. All right, that's it. Tchau, tchau. João Pessoa. Prazer.
Bom dia, tudo bem? Hoje é sábado, 5 de outubro. It's about 25 after 4, and of course you can already see the very, very early morning light. These young folks have been up all night. There's a convenience store next to us, and so they've been hanging out kind of across the street from the convenience store so they can grab their smokes and beer and drinks or whatever. They're not really making a lot of noise, having a lot of fun. Now getting on in the daylight, one of the things I like is ship traffic, and you probably can't make it out, but there's a container ship called the, wait for it, Bartolomeu Diaz. That's it right there. It's about 25 miles off the coast. It started off in a port near, just north of Fortaleza, and it's heading to Salvador. So there's not enough air traffic in Jampa to get excited about. So I guess I have to compensate for that by looking at container ship traffic. Anyway, those kids that were out drinking, of course, with enough alcohol, you're going to wind up stripping down and getting in the water, and that's exactly what they did. It's been fun kind of watching them frolic and laugh, and yeah, it's, I guess, yeah, the culture here is, yeah, you stay up and drink all night, and you go jump in the ocean to kind of top it all off. But yeah, it's been fun the last hour or so, kind of watching everything. And some more dark clouds up north of Cabo Delgado.
And today, being Saturday, definitely, I mean, there's tables and chairs set up over there for the Sol. That's unusual. That's never happened. Of course, it's my first Saturday here in Manaíra. I've never noticed that before. So they're prepared to do a bit more business. They're really bumping down there, and I'm sure they will be. But again, this Praia de Manaíra just isn't my style. Just a little too laid back. I like the hustle and bustle and the people watching of Cabo Branco for sure. We'll see. We'll see where we stay next time. All right, we'll check back probably on the way to the airport. That's it. Ciao. Seja bem-vindo, JPA International Airport. Looks like the renovations are done. I'll be going from gate number 1, which is in that other room. There's only, I think, 5 gates here. I just watched a Gulf flight board for Salvador. Not many people here. Oh, tarmac boarding for the Gulf flight. I don't know that we'll be that lucky. Maybe. We'll see. We are flying on an A321, so I would love a there goes an Azul, probably CRJ 5 or 700. The 2x2 configuration. This is the Gulf flight that's going to Salvador. I don't know if we'll have a tarmac boarding. I would hope so. We're on a great big Airbus A321. Gulf's fleet is entirely made up of 737s. Not a fan. But I am a fan of the new JPA airport. The refresh looks good.